Well, hey y'all, I got you kind of down like this because the sun is, I guess I could turn on. There we go, that's better. How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well, by the way. Short video for you, just showing you what I was thinking. I've done this every year and I just never filmed this. Showing y'all how I collect my own hay for my rabbits that we have. On the small scale side, you know, I'm just feeding rabbits, I ain't feeding cows. So something you might be able to do on your property. We got about 1.5 acres and I'm only using, you know, I don't know, a 40 by 40 square of grass designated for this. So let me flip you around and show you. Oop, back it out. So you can see, so this is our septic area right here. And you kind of see where it's shorter maybe, and you can tell a little bit here. So I weed eat this. Ideally, I'd catch it about 16 inches. I let all this grow up about 16-ish inches or so. And then I'll come through with my weed eater and I'll cut all this down all right through here. And let that, when I cut it, I'll let it sit there for 1 day. And all that will kind of, the grass under will already start to grow and kind of picks up all the dead grass up off the ground. Well, I just got done raking it. If I was any kind of YouTuber, I would actually like show you all the whole thing, but I ain't. Rake it all up in piles, and I transferred it over here. Our plum trees are happy. So these are our 4 wheelbarrow loads that I had of all our grass that we collected off that. So from what I've researched, there's 4 of them. So from what I've researched from a few years ago, how they used to put hay up and cut it with like size and everything. Or if I'm saying that right, I probably butchered that word. Main thing you want to do is cut it. When you cut it, rake it in like some kind of windrow. Then every day come out and roll them over. All you're doing is just rolling that whole thing, that windrow over, to keep the moisture from building up underneath. So every day flipping it out, that way the moisture can evaporate and evaporate. It's not getting trapped, so you don't get moldy hay, because the animals won't eat it, or if they do, at least my rabbits, you run the risk of them getting sick, I guess is what they said, or what I've read. I'm not an expert on this. But anyway, something you can do, I probably get on that little thing, if I really stay adamant on it, I try to, 2 bales of hay. And I mean, I'm saying like, they're not like uber packed bales, but they're pretty weak, 2 weak bales, put it that way. Which for generally I have about 5 or 6 bunnies for over the winter, is because I'd use them for I want that many just for manure over the winter. So I feed them hay in the morning, and the pellets they get at night. So when it's going to be generally colder, pellets help their metabolism work a little harder to keep them a little warmer. So they get hay in the morning. So anyway, a little bit I can save, because a bale of hay here, if you can't catch somebody local, which generally is between $15 to $20 a bale. And if God forbid you got to buy it at the feed store, we have one feed store in Fairbanks, and they have to ship it up, and it's 30 bucks a bale. And that was last year, so I don't know if it's going to be, you know, last 2 years it's been 30 bucks. So anyway, they're proud of hay up here. So I could save myself, pay myself to come out and cut it and do it myself. That's a win. About 6 days, 6 or 7. Just kind of look at it. If once you're flipping it and you don't notice any moisture, you'll tell. You know, one side will be a little wet looking. I go a few days after it stops looking wet, and then everything looks pretty well brown and dry. And then I just stick everything in that little shed over there, little covered shed, in like a trash can or something. I just pack it all down in there, and that way it doesn't get wet or anything like that. And it just stays in there until winter comes, and then I'll just bring some out for the rabbits. You know, rabbits around the chicken pen. That's the winter chicken coop. And so anyway, just showing y'all quick video of hay for your critters, small critters. Like I was saying, if you had to feed a cow, we'll probably need a little bit more. So anyway, fast video, food for thought. If you want to, if you don't want to, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you. Don't do it. Something we do. So maybe that helps somebody. It's pretty simple. Yeah, y'all take care as always. Thank y'all so much for watching. We love you. God bless. In the end.